हाय गुड मॉर्निंग यूट्यूब। वी आर बैक विद अनदर सेशन। एक और सैटरडे को यूट्यूब लाइव हो रहा है और एक और सक्सेसफुल एडवाइजर हमारे साथ आज है। फॉर अ चेंज इट्स एन एडवाइजर टुडे हु इज वन ऑफ द टॉप अचीवर्स एंड इनकी अचीवमेंट आई विल मेंशन इन अ बिट। और मुझे खुद को नहीं पता कि हाउ ही हैज डन इट सो मेनी टाइम्स together, but we'll talk about that. I welcome everybody to today's YouTube live, जहाँ एक और बिजनेस मॉडल, एक और अचीवर का शेयर होने वाला है। बट बिफोर दैट, दिस वीक वाज द इंटरिम बजट। कोई ज्यादा चेंजेस थे नहीं, 1 घंटे का बजट था। बट ऑब्वियसली दिस इज नॉट द रियल बजट। द रियल बजट कम्स आउट सम टाइम इन जुलाई। और ये बस एक गवर्नमेंट स्टॉप गैप अरेंजमेंट करती है अपने जुलाई बजट तक और इलेक्शंस तक, ताकि उनको पता चले इफ दे स्टिल इन पावर और नॉट। तो एक एक बजट तब तक शेयर करती है। दिस वाज अ शॉर्ट budget to show that what they have in store for us in July. And no real changes in personal tax, but hopefully there will be something in July, taki everybody gets some kind of boost. But I think the only highlight and the best part about it was the fiscal deficit has actually been pegged down. मतलब fiscal deficit होता है कि गवर्नमेंट ने जो खर्चा किया और जो इनकम किया, तो इनकम खर्चे से ज्यादा था, so which is good for the economy and the government. एंड वो 5.9% एक्सपेक्टेशन था, पर वो 5.8% अब कर दिया है एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ फिजिकल डेफिसिट। और आगे जाके अगले साल बोला है कि हमारा फिजिकल डेफिसिट इंडिया का और कम होके 5.1% हो जाएगा। तो दिस इज ऑल वेरी गुड फॉर द इकोनॉमी। बोरोइंग्स भी 3 साल में पहली बार गवर्नमेंट के कम हो गए हैं। सो गुड थिंग्स हैपनिंग। एंड yeah, that was actually a glimpse of the budget that came out this week. And today, who we have with us is Mr. Kulkarni. He is a top performer, and to mention one of his top achievements, he has consecutively 30 times achieved MDRT. So I have Mr. Kulkarni here for you today. And I want to ask you, sir, कि how did you do this? I don't think I've heard something like this कि किसी ने एक साथ लगातार 30 साल किया हो। तो आप प्लीज गिव एन इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ योरसेल्फ एंड हेल्प मी अंडरस्टैंड आपने कैसे किया ये।
Actually, good morning. Actually, this is the same day when I took agency 32 years back. It was very easy at that time because we have to go there, we have to submit our copy of 10th pass certificate, and we have to pay 15 rupees license fee. That's all. And then you are agent. It was so easy also and so difficult also because there was no training, there was no knowledge of insurance, there was no marketing details. Only they will give you some pamphlets, leaflets in your hand, and you say, okay, now you are agent, you can start. So it depends on your intensity to work. You can learn more things and you can do the things. So जब ये लाइसेंस मैंने ले लिया, तब मेरे ब्रांच मैनेजर थे मिस्टर नीलेश साठे. ही वॉज द पायनियर इन इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री. और मैं बहुत भाग्यवान हूँ कि मैं उनकी लीडरशिप में एजेंट बन गया. सो आई स्टार्टेड ऑन 15th of February my agency. I learned only one plan at that time, which was Jivan Mitra, which was again a triple cover endowment plan. And I know only that plan, and I was selling that plan only for 15 days, next 1 month. And I end up with giving 18 policies of that particular plan. So ये शुरुआत थी. I was not knowing what is that. It is good, it is bad. I was just doing it. And most of my premiums were quarterly. So money-wise also, I was not thinking it is very good. But I have got another business at that time. I was selling white goods. I was selling fridge, TV, washing machines. And I have bought new concept in that particular selling, that I was selling it like a Amazon right now. What Amazon is doing right now, I had made catalogs and I was distributing that catalogs in different offices. And I made a van. In that van, I have got all these equipments placed, and I was taking that van to the office premises. और उनको बोलता था कि whatever you want, you can choose from this. And I have tied up with one finance company in 1994. That company was ready to give finance for these small equipments like fridge, TV, washing machine. So my equipment sale was like anything, because for the equipment of 6,000 rupees, they have to pay only 600 rupees. And anybody can pay 600 rupees and get that equipment within 24 hours to his place. So that was working very nicely. But at that time only, I was thinking that this is the client base I have got. So I can utilize this client base for LIC and I can work on it. Before that, I would like to tell you that I have done my MBA in marketing and finance. I have done my Master of Personal Management. I have done my Master of Arts in Economics. And I have got 18 diplomas, including taxation, journalism, public relation, everything. So with this background, when I took agency, everybody was laughing at me. Like, you have gone mad. What you are doing? You have done everything. You have learned so much, and you are doing insurance agency. But when I studied that insurance part of it, I understood that there is very big opportunities available, because the product was not getting presented properly. So I decided to take that challenge. And again, this was my choice. So I took agency as my choice, not as a compulsion. Nobody told me to do that thing. Nobody came to me and asked for agency के you become agent. Nothing like that. मैंने खुद challenge लिया था. मैंने खुद काम करना चालू किया. And when I completed that 18 lakhs rupees in 1 year, 1 month, the next month in April, I have my birthday. So घर में बैठा था, ऐसा सुबह 7:30-8 बजे थे और मेरा डोर बिल रिंग हो गया. And to my surprise, Mr. Nilesh Sathi and my development officer, Mr. Mane, came to my home with bouquet. So I got surprised. Well, how it is possible that the company like LIC and the person working in LIC can come down to a small agent's place for birthday. But that hooked me. And then my journey of insurance started from that day to till now. It is now 32 years. In that 32 years, first year I did 18 policies. Second year, I did 34 lakhs. At that time, it was some assured thing. So I did 34 lakhs. Third year, I started working very hard and I completed 1 crore 90 lakhs rupees sum assured. And that day only, I got a letter from LIC that your agency is terminated. So I was surprised. What is happening? I have done so much business and they are saying that you are terminated. But I said, okay. Then I went to meet my development officer, my branch manager, and they said, no, don't worry. This happens. And then they checked that previous year, I made 11 lives instead of 12. So they, as per rule, they terminated the agency. Again, it got reinstated and I completed 1.99 lakhs of business in that particular year.
Wow.
This is 1.99 crores business was taking me to the second position in Pune division. At that time, Pune division was not 2 divisions, it was single division. Pune 1 and 2 are combined, and 3 districts are under that division, 36 branches, I think. Then with that only, I understood that I got second position in division also, because our branch is leading in division. So I got second position in division and they called me for the felicitation. So naturally, when they call you for felicitation, then LIC has got style that they tell you immediately, you come down and talk to the people and tell them about your journey. I was not prepared, but still I went. And at that time only, they were felicitating one person who had come down from MDRT, and they told him to share the experience of MDRT. I was quite surprised. What is MDRT? Why it is related to LIC? Because LIC has got their own competitions, their own businesses, their own felicitations. Then why this MDRT is coming in between? But at that time, they explained me what is MDRT. And then I decided that next year onwards, I will be MDRT. And by grace of God, I completed MDRT next year. The target was 1,51,000 rupees commission only. So when we completed MDRT, we got a call from LIC that there is convention by LIC that was held in Radio Club, Bombay. And I remember there were only 34 people who became MDRT at that day.
Wow.
So in a year, only 34 people were MDRT. So we were quite happy because we become one of the top people in LIC. And that journey started. Then I never looked back because one of our managing director, Mr. NC Sharma, has gave me a letter, and in that letter he wrote कि एक बार MDRT तो लाइफ टाइम MDRT, कभी भी कुछ भी हो जाए MDRT होना ही चाहिए. बाकी COT TOT होगा नहीं होगा वो बात अलग है, but you have to be MDRT. Once MDRT, always MDRT. So he claimed like that, and we started working on that. And luckily, MDRT started increasing their target, and like we are also started achieving that target. So our growth was going with MDRT. And MDRT people grown so in such a way that in 2000 we have got celebration in Hyderabad. At that time there were 1100 MDRTs. So from 34 MDRTs to 1100 MDRTs, this was the growth in MDRT qualification. So then I started doing double MDRT. Then I completed my COT for consecutive 8 times. Then MDRT was continued. Then I become corporate club member. So all the achievements I was doing. Then I become a committee member, which was I think Western Zone unofficial consulting committee. I was working there for 3 years. They were discussing the marketing strategies and the new plans of LIC at that time. I think after that, that committee has dissolved. So this was my journey. Now this is 30th year. I completed this year COT. Now I am Galaxy Club member and completed my corporate club member quota also. So let's see. This is what the journey I have got till now.
So basically, you first initially got your clients from the white goods business, but then
Yeah.
moving on, जो आपने अभी तक अचीव किया है, and you know, आपने सिर्फ अपना बिजनेस ग्रो करते गए obviously, because to achieve इतना consecutively अब तक you have to keep growing your business. तो where do you find these clients? How do you do prospecting? और आपने एक बात बोली कि आप सिर्फ CEOs के साथ बिजनेस करते हो. तो how did you make this possible for yourself कि आप ऐसा prospecting करो और ऐसे लोगों के साथ ही काम करो?
No, when I got that white good business, at that time I was having that this ready-made clientele. So I was thinking it was not, I haven't done it, but I was thinking that time only ki, okay, this is the ready-made client I have got, so I can give them insurance. But when I started working in particular line in this insurance field, then I understood that these people have different ideas. Then there was big question of rebate, because all these people who are buying 10,000, 15,000 rupees equipment on installments, they cannot afford big premiums. And when I understood insurance properly, my concept was clear that insurance, maximum insurance to इंडिविजुअल, तो जो भी इंडिविजुअल है उसको जितना इंश्योरेंस होना चाहिए उतना देना चाहिए. और अगर ये कंसेप्ट मुझे देना है तो आई कैन नॉट वर्क विद दिस पीपल बिकॉज दे डोंट अफोर्ड टू हैव दैट थिंग्स. सो आई स्टार्टेड वर्किंग विद द इंडस्ट्रियल पीपल. So at that time they were managers, they were finance managers, HR managers, and since I have got a background from management institutions, so I can work with them properly. Then I started selling them maximum insurance. So all my cases, they are having a proper insurance cover for the individual who is earning, and then I was taking care of their families, their wife or their children insurance. So when I was doing all these things, I grew up with the group. That group was growing as their own इंडिविजुअल ऑल्सो. तो जो मैनेजर्स बन रहे थे वो मैनेजर बड़े हो रहे थे. द मैनेजर्स बिकम CEOs, दे बिकम CFOs, and then I got a restriction. Okay, if I want to work with these people, I cannot go and do business with other people. That's why I restricted myself to these people. And secondly, since I have got a proper education, proper knowledge of finance and marketing, this was the totally empty segment for me, because nobody else, no other insurance agent was going into this field and selling to these people. So it was quite easy for me. And thirdly, I do like to discuss many things with them, because whatever their questions, I work with many IAS officers also. I have got many chartered accountants also with me for my insurance. But I can discuss with them. I can clear their doubts, and then they can buy the insurance. Many times this happened कि जब भी मुझे किसी क्लाइंट ने उसके सीए के पास भेजा कि बॉस मुझे मेरा इंश्योरेंस करना है, यू गो एंड मीट हिम, and that CA only did his insurance first, and then we did the insurance of client. So this type of work happened, and so I enjoyed working with them. And there are so many people, so many corporates are there, that it is not enough that I can go and meet everybody. Then I started working differently. I started choosing my clients. So that was the main subject of our discussion. कि clients तो मिलते हैं, because everybody can give you reference, but it is up to you to whom you have to deal with. When I was dealing with these people, I felt that many times our vibes cannot match. Many times our thought process cannot match, and that unmatching of thought process creates problem. And secondly, if you choose something for you, then you are more interested in working with them. If you are if you have to do something compulsorily, then you cannot give that 100% to them. So I started choosing my clients. Whenever I was getting reference, I was sitting with that particular person who is giving me reference, and I was talking to him a lot about that client. I was taking all his information, and then I was deciding whether to go ahead with that particular client or whether to stop there on. So many times I was having very good friendship with many people, but I don't sell them insurance, because for that I am not feeling that they are okay with me, or I am not okay with it. This is what I am thinking about the choosing of client. And naturally, when you choose anything, you have got that interest. So I can work. This can be a secret of my work, that last 30 years, 32 years I'm working, because I'm working with the people who I like. Though I'm working with the people whose connection is good with me. And then I can enjoy, because these people are people who can become your good friends. They can provide you good referrals. They can give you good business, and you can grow with them. And if you go into that system, then that gives you better success and less harassment, because more the people, more the management is required, then more the harassment will happen. This is what my philosophy.
Yeah, this is exactly like what Anil sir also says ki about Pareto's law. He says that, how Pareto's law says that 20% of your clients will give you 80% of the business, and 80% of your clients will only give you 20% of your business. So it's very important that you choose properly who you're doing business with. And even when he does his sessions, he says that early in his career only he realized he, you have to make clients, but he had to recruit agents, right, back in the day. And he realized back then that how important it is to not not recruit masses but classes. So initially he would recruit everybody and do mass recruitment, but then he realized आपकी तरह ही कि mass recruitment से नहीं होगा business, class recruitment से होगा. So you even appoint HNI clients to do HNI business. So yeah, this is also what he shares in his sessions. And finally, I think about the rebate thing that we discussed initially कि आप zero rebate पे काम करते हैं. And I think that naturally comes from the clientele that you choose, right? क्योंकि आपका clientele ऐसा है कि वो rebate नहीं मांगते होंगे. Is that correct?
The rebate is basically a problem from the day one. Means जब भी मैंने इंश्योरेंस में काम चालू भी नहीं किया था, तब मेरे दो भाई थे, दे वेर वर्किंग इन इंश्योरेंस. as an agent. एंड एवरीबडी वॉज टेलिंग मी कि यार 2 हफ्ते तो देने ही पड़ते हैं, 3 हफ्ते देने ही पड़ते हैं, कोई कोई बोलता नहीं 6 6 हफ्ते देने पड़ते हैं. सो आई थॉट इट इज difficult because I cannot share any money with anybody because it is my money. And when I met Nilesh Sathe, one day just I took the agency and I was going back from my office. He came across and he told me that if you are giving rebate, I will come to know. So I was surprised. I was not knowing how he will come to know when I am dealing with that person without his knowledge. But he said so confidently that I know I can come to know that if you are giving rebate. And basically I was not interested. And then I understood that he can come to know. So I decided no, I will not give rebate to anybody. Luckily for first people who I have sold small policies, they didn't bother. Then when we started selling big policies, when they are satisfied totally, they don't ask any rebate. Nobody asked me rebate, and nobody stopped me from giving business. Some people came to me. One of my friend who was with me while I was doing my MBA, and he took one small policy from me. 20-25 हजार का प्रीमियम था पहले, तो he didn't ask for rebate. But when he was deciding to buy bigger insurance, so we discussed everything, we did medical, everything is completed. And when last the question of check came, at that time he said, Mahesh, you should pay me something. I was surprised because he was knowing that I was not paying anybody. But still he was pressing me, nahi, Mahesh, I don't want. I want you should pay me something. I said, okay, give me 2 days. Now, why 2 days? Give me 2 days. So after 2 days, he came to my office and said, what happened? What you decided? I said, it is very big premium for me. Well, how come? I am paying only 2 lakhs rupees. I am asking you 50,000 rupees. I said, 50,000 is not a question. I have to pay around 35 lakhs rupees premium rebate. Now, what you are talking? Those people who have taken policy from me asking or demanding any percentage of rebate, not asking anything, I have to pay them also. I cannot pay you because you are my friend, because that is against my policy. So if I change my policy, then I have to pay this 35 lakhs to all of them. And that is not possible for me. So I said, sorry, I cannot pay you. We will not do business. We will remain friend. And he didn't did policy with me. But it was accepted for me. There was no issue on. But like this, 1 or 2 things happened. Many people, they discuss this thing in advance, and I tell them in front only, okay, we will not discuss about rebate. If you want to take rebate, you can go with any other agents. So that was clear policy, and till date, by God's grace, I have not given single paisa rebate to anybody. And I feel that is better, because I don't understand the economics, how people give 50%, 60%, maybe 100% rebate, and still they are in business. I don't understand. I understand simple thing, okay, I will do business of 1 MDRT without rebate and 3 MDRTs or COT with rebate. They are same. So if my income is enough, I am happy.
So you took a principal stand. You took a stand principally कि मैं नहीं करूँगा, बस वही है.
I think in our team, everybody was doing that initially. After that, we don't. But
Okay.
initially, whenever Nilesh Sathe was there, he was telling everybody not to do anything, because you have to generate business on your merits, not on money. But now this thing has gone to very bigger scale now, and the CLI and other people, they are doing like anything, and they are ruining total business. I don't understand, but it's okay. It's their call.
Yeah. So there's a question in the chat that how do new agents do prospecting? Do you have any ideas to share with them कि वो कैसे
Yeah.
prospecting कर सकते?
Basically, every new agent has to work 24/7 for only 1 month. He has to work only for 1 month, 24/7. He should do everything related to insurance. Whatever, whoever is coming into his life, whoever is coming into his way, he has to talk to him about insurance. If he does it for 1 month, he can be successful agent for the life. That prospecting and everything happens if he does 1 month proper work for the insurance. That's all.
ओके गॉट इट। तो इंश्योरेंस को अपना मोटो बना लीजिए और जिससे आप मिल रहे हैं, यू हैव टू टॉक टू देम अबाउट
Yeah,
इंश्योरेंस।
you can talk to the people who are filling your petrol in your car. You can talk to the people who is washing your car, because there are so many people who are there. They don't have insurance, because till now the insurance penetration is only 17 or 18% in our country. That's why these foreign companies have came down to India, and still the penetration is same. So in that penetration system, if these people are there, they can definitely have many prospects.
ललित सर, व्हाट ही इज सेइंग, जो बोल रहे हैं इंग्लिश में, वो ये बोलना चाह रहे थे प्रोस्पेक्टिंग आइडियाज पे कि इंडिया में इंश्योरेंस पेनिट्रेशन इतना कम है कि आप जिनसे पेट्रोल भी भरा रहे हो अपने गाड़ी में, आप उनको भी इंश्योरेंस पिच कर सकते हो। तो अगर आप नए एजेंट हो तो आप पहला 1 महीना दिन रात जिनसे मिलो उनसे इंश्योरेंस की बात करो। एंड पेनिट्रेशन इतना लो है कि अगर आप सामने वाले को उसकी नीड बताओगे तो वो अपने आप आपसे इंश्योरेंस लेगा, बड़ा या छोटा। तो नीड दिखाने वाली बात है। एंड पेनिट्रेशन इतना लो है कि आप जिनसे बात करोगे आपको मोस्ट ऑफ द लोग को पता चलेगा कि उनके पास इंश्योरेंस नहीं है और उनको क्यों इंश्योरेंस चाहिए। So, यही सर बोलना चाह रहे थे। एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस एवरीबडी? डू यू हैव मोर क्वेश्चंस फॉर सर इन द चैट? एनीथिंग एल्स सर दैट यू वुड लाइक टू शेयर फ्रॉम योर पार्ट?
In this journey of mine, I got very good friends like Bharat Parekh, like Sunil Soni, like Lazarus Dias, who has great impact on me. And of course, my development officer, Mr. Mane, then Mr. Nilesh Sathe, then Ravi Shankar Prasad, then Mr. N.C. Sharma. And I would like to share one thing, that I am the only agent in LIC whose office was inaugurated by the chairman of India, LIC. Mr. S.B. Mathur opened my office. He inaugurated my office. So that was the most prestigious thing for me.
देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन कि वर्किंग हजार्ड में आ जाएगा पेट्रोल पंप पे अगर आप इंश्योरेंस बेचोगे तो। ओके। कभी कभी कस्टमर के साथ मीटिंग करने के बाद कस्टमर फोन नहीं उठाता है, उसका क्या करें?
You have to think laterally. It is not necessary that you are so important or your subject is so important that he should give preference to you only. He has got many other things to do. He has to work on his own food and money. So he will give priority to that, and then he will come to you. So you have to try. You have to try without try.
ओके। या सभी लोग सभी टाइम आपसे इंश्योरेंस नहीं लेंगे, दैट इज वन थिंग इवन आई हियर अ लॉट। एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस? बट थैंक यू सर फॉर द इनसाइट्स। आई एम श्योर सभी लोग ने आपसे प्रोस्पेक्टिंग सीखा होगा और आपने जो अचीव किया है वो कैसे किया है इसके बारे में इंस्पिरेशन तो डेफिनेटली लिया होगा। सर प्लीज ये जो लाइन अभी बताई वो हिंदी में बता सकते हैं क्या? लाइन आई एम नॉट श्योर, समबडी सेइंग। तो अगर आप थोड़ा हिंदी ही बात करें सर, क्योंकि लोगों का हिंदी रिक्वेस्ट है। तो आई एम नॉट श्योर कौन सा लाइन की आप बात करें मोहम्मद इलियास जी, बट ही इज आस्किंग अस टू रिपीट समथिंग इन हिंदी। आप आई थिंक ये कि सभी लोग इंश्योरेंस सभी टाइम पे नहीं लेंगे आपसे। सो
हाँ,
मोहम्मद जी, देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन कि अगर आपने किसी से मीटिंग किया और उसने आपसे फोन उठाना बंद कर दिया तो क्या करें? सर का यही जवाब है बेसिकली, छोड़ दो वो इंसान को और आगे बढ़ो, बिकॉज सभी
no, no.
लोग।
I feel that you should try 10 times. You should not leave him, but
ऑफ कोर्स,
give him option that first he will take care of his own things and then he will come back to us.
या
So we
व्हेन द
should not
टाइम इज
say that,
राइट।
when we should not say that mera phone pehle uthao. He has got many important things to do, and then he will take your phone. But you have to have patience for that. If you don't have patience, then that will not happen only. Because insurance is no priority in the world, not in the India only. इंश्योरेंस इंडिया में भी नहीं, कोई किसी भी कोई भी वर्ल्ड के कॉर्नर में भी किसी को भी इंश्योरेंस का पहला कॉल उठाया नहीं जाता है. एवरीबडी हैज टू गो थ्रू द प्रोसेस. तो आपको प्रोसेस डिफाइन करना होगा कि हाउ टू कॉल दिस पर्सन अगेन एंड अगेन, नॉट रेगुलरली बट विथ रेगुलर इंटरवल्स. सपोज आई गॉट वन नाइस एग्जांपल ऑफ क्लब महिंद्रा पीपल. ये क्लब महिंद्रा वाले लोग हैं ना, दे हैव गॉट ट्रेंड पर्टिकुलरली. So they will call you on particular date, particular time every week. And that was very nice idea. Suppose that person calls you on Monday at 10 o'clock, then he will call you next Monday at 10 o'clock. And every Monday 10 o'clock, he will call till you take this call. So people can understand, okay, this 10 बजे कॉल आएगा तो इसका महिंद्रा वाले का होगा, तो मुझे लेना है कि नहीं लेना है, I can choose. But he will be consistent and he will not allow you to लीव हिम अपार्ट कि नहीं नहीं आप छोड़ेंगे नहीं, मंडे को फिर कॉल करेंगे, ये मंडे आप ना बोला फिर नेक्स्ट मंडे कॉल करेंगे. एंड दैट कंसिस्टेंसी वी शुड हैव. वी शुड नॉट टेक इट पर्सनली कि नहीं यार मेरा फोन उठाया नहीं उसने, 2 बार मैंने फोन किया, 3 बार फोन किया, मैंने उठाया नहीं उसने. देन फॉरगेट, डोंट डू इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस.
और पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग पे आपके कोई इनसाइट्स है सर?
Personal branding is very important in this particular field, but not like this, what you wear, how you wear, like that is not important. Important is that how much information, how much knowledge you can pass on. If you have got good knowledge and if you have got good information, then people will recommend you automatically. अगर तुम्हारे पास नॉलेज ही नहीं है, तुम बेचने के पीछे पड़े हो, then you will not bet anything. लेकिन अगर तुम्हारे पास नॉलेज है और यू कैन हेल्प देम विथ योर नॉलेज, यू कैन हेल्प देम विथ योर इंफॉर्मेशन, that will give better impact and that will create your brand. This person has got bigger knowledge, because many people think that okay, I did COT, I did TOT, I did this, I did that, I got this premium. I think that will work for some time because nobody else is interested in that particular thing. People are interested in what is in for me, and what is in for them is your information, is your knowledge, is your experience. So if that works with them, that gives them something good, then definitely they will call you and they will recommend you. If that is not working, then neither they will call you, neither they will refer you. So that branding is this particular thing. So any insurance agent has to have a compulsory training, has to do some reading compulsorily, has to listen some podcasts, has to listen some audio tapes, so that you can get some information, some knowledge, and you can attend many other programs where you can get a small concept and you can develop on that. So how much you can do that things, that will depend your ब्रांडिंग. अगर ये ब्रांडिंग आपका, ये नॉलेज इंफॉर्मेशन अच्छी रही तो ब्रांडिंग ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएगा. नॉलेज इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं होगी तो ब्रांडिंग का बात ही नहीं.
और आपने काफी सेलिंग कॉन्सेप्ट शेयर किया है, बट महेश दुबे जी आपसे पूछ रहे हैं कि आप कोई और सेलिंग कॉन्सेप्ट आपका बता सकते हैं, शेयर कर सकते हैं?
सेलिंग कंसेप्ट्स तो बहुत है, बट हाउ मच कैसे हम करेंगे उसके ऊपर डिपेंड है. कि you can work with the service thing. You can make a list of services available with you, and you can go to everybody and ask them that if anybody इसमें से कोई सर्विस आपको चाहिए क्या. जैसे कि नॉमिनेशन चेंज करना है, एड्रेस चेंज करना है, तो ये जो सर्विसेज हम देते हैं फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, वो सर्विस का लिस्ट लेके जाके हम अगर किससे बात करें और किसी बिल्डिंग में जाए और हर एक से ये बात करें, तो कोई ना कोई रेफरेंस तो आपको मिल जाएगा, कोई ना कोई सर्विस आप दे सकते हैं. और उसको सर्विस दिया, then he will give you the policy also and a reference also. Same thing you can do with the shopkeepers. You can go to any shopping mall or any shopping center and you can meet every shopkeeper and ask him for these services. So he can tell you his requirement. You help him, you will get business. So there are so many things what you can do if you want to do.
ओके, आई गेस आज के लिए इतने ही क्वेश्चंस थे सर। थैंक यू
Yes,
फॉर कमिंग एंड शेयरिंग योर इनसाइट्स, एंड आई एम श्योर काफी लोग इंस्पिरेशन लेंगे और आइडियाज भी पाएंगे आपसे कि आपने जो अचीव किया है वो कैसे किया है, और नए लोग भी कैसे आपने जो किया है वो इमिटेट करके अपना बिजनेस कर सकते हैं। तो थैंक यू सर फॉर टेकिंग द टाइम आउट, इट वाज वेरी वेरी वैल्यूएबल फॉर अस एंड आवर व्यूअर्स। थैंक यू सो मच।
thank you. Thank you.